Hello. Welcome to. I'm actually not sure. Searching for a world that doesn't exist. Now, I've seen thumbnails of this. I've seen that this was doing quite the rounds last year. I don't know anything about it. I haven't actually seen much of these Minecraft short films. I kind of moved out of the Minecraft community fucking years ago. I just play by myself. I don't interact with many people or watch many videos about Minecraft anymore. Uh, but hell, from what 41 minutes long, people were saying that this is really good, so that's what we're going to be doing.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left.
Uh,
This is the first line in a book
okay.
that Avery claims he did not write. 2 weeks ago, a YouTube channel called Avery the Mayo uploaded a YouTube video titled Weird Book I Did Not Write, where he shows us
I mean, he had to. Is it a public server? Because that could explain it really
a
easily.
mine that supposedly he never built. Inside the mine is a chest that Avery did not place,
I'm
and inside
assuming that it's not. That's a weird assortment. That's a odd number of stuff, actually.
the chest is a book
It
that
looks like someone's
Avery did
been
not
just
write.
in there.
Inside the book is a very strange message. Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the
Oh,
crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the crossroads, don't turn left. At the
yeah?
crossroads, don't turn left. Over and
Like, like ever?
over, followed by a sequence of numbers.
Oh, coordinates.
And
Or
that's it.
Bible passages?
It seems
Oh,
impossible that a whole mine just appears in your world without your knowledge, but Avery explains in the description of the video that the laptop he's playing on is from a storage locker. It already had Minecraft installed, and this
oh.
world already existed, but when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world. He only now discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange.
What would have happened if he just never discovered this? He'll just be playing Minecraft normally? Nothing, nothing odd would have happened? And said it was already installed, the world was already open, but
Normal world. He only
that
now discovered. But when Avery first loaded it up, it was just a normal world.
hold
He
up.
only now
Yeah, even the tutorial opens up. If this was already a pre-made world on this computer, that shouldn't be popping up, right? And this looks like a spawn location. Like he actually just spawned in. But this is a pre-made world. Unless maybe he took the file from, like he took the world file and just decided to import it into his own Minecraft.
discovered this mine a few hundred blocks from his house. So, in that case, what is this book? The contents are strange, and it's not evident what they refer to. If anything, they just sound like some crazy rambling. But the numbers at the end are clearly some sort of code, so
Doesn't I don't think I'm looking at it. It could be coordinates, but I don't think that that is coordinates just by looking at it. I'm just writing "Don't turn left at the crossroads." I mean, I could see how that was just someone, you know, like writing down notes, just like actual notes. But I think the strangest part to me is leaving that. So far, the strangest part to me is just having a chest in the middle of this mine, just filled with all of your valuables. You wouldn't return that to your house or wherever you set up base. And even if you were going to store everything in the mine, why is it in the middle of the room? Why aren't you doing that against the wall and having, I don't know, like a separate, like a storage room in that case? You'd probably want a storage area. Maybe even a bed if you don't have an actual house. Just make it a small little bedroom.
Maybe we can solve it and figure out what this book is talking about. Except we can't. The numbers go higher than 26, so it's not any alphabetical code. There are 4 sections, not 3, so it isn't coordinates. And in fact, there's not a single cipher that comes up as a good match for this code. If it is a code, it's unlike any code I've ever seen, and I wasn't able to decipher it. So, is that it? A strange, one-off YouTube video and a dead end? Not quite, because for 2 frames at the very end of the video, Avery's inventory flashes a random pattern of blocks, and this time there is a code, because taking the first letter of the name of every block and capitalizing it if there is more than one, you get a string. A string
that's
that
perfectly
cool. Matches the length of a Google Drive link, that when
okay, that's cool.
Enter takes you to a folder, and
Did this random guy make... This gives me Gravity Falls vibes. Oh my god.
This is where the true mystery begins. The mystery of a Minecraft world that doesn't exist.
How are we seeing it then?
Opening the video named Footage 1, we can see a player in the exact same spot
1 hour.
Avery was in the last video, except now he has way more items than he had last time. Presumably this is from his house, and he's come to use this mine in survival as part of this world. The book is now gone from the chest, but it could be that Avery just burned it because it creeped him out, or it's just this book in his inventory.
I was gonna say, there's a book in his inventory.
Avery lines up with the other strip mine and begins to start a new one into the wall, but when he does, he finds this.
A cavern?
Nothing weird, it's just a cave, and Avery walks in to begin exploring, until he stops and sees this.
Sees what? It's because there's light down there? There's torches up ahead?
It's hard to make out, but as he walks closer, we can see what it is. Moss and grass. This is immediately a red flag, because this kind of terrain does not generate in caves. Avery checks underneath it, but there's nothing.
Moss? Not generating caves? I mean, in a small cave like this, you probably won't find moss, but it's not impossible. You definitely can.
Else either, and when he runs back to grab his torches, he notices yet another patch of moss in the corner of the cave. Again, not natural, but not leading anywhere either. It's only when he heads back down the cave does he see it. A tree. Avery approaches the clump of greenery, and
now that is suspicious, because that is definitely not a natural tree. Just off, how it looks. That is not, because it should be out more.
There it is.
It's also a bit too tall as well.
A tree unlike any other oak tree in the entire game. Whatever this is, it isn't normal. Avery backtracks a bit, and we get a better look at this shrub, for lack of a better word. And after some hesitation,
naturally spawning fence
and circling around it, Avery decides to try mining the tree. And he does, with no problem. It looks just like a normal tree, except normal trees don't generate underground. And it's not the only one. As Avery goes
Huh?
deeper and deeper into the cave, he passes larger and larger patches of greenery, coming across
Yeah, no, that's before it could have been quotation. It could have been natural if it was like very close to a. Well, actually, how far up is he? Like, is he down far enough where moss does spawn? Is he near like one of the giant? I forgot what the biomes are called. Like the moss caves.
more shrubs, and even more trees, and even more moss. He pauses to talk at one point, but instead of commenting on the trees, he brings up something else. It's weird, we've only seen stone. And I guess he's right. The walls of this cave don't have any diorite, granite, andesite, or ores, but come on, there's a bigger elephant in the room here.
Yeah, and that's not. It's not too weird, but
At some point, though, Avery's
yeah, look, there's some right there.
wish gets granted, and the cave turns into terracotta, tough, and deep.
That's not natural either. On the right side, that's
Deep
not.
slate. The greenery gets larger and larger, with the trees growing bigger and bigger. Until finally, Avery
Oh,
reaches the end.
this would have taken like months to make. Like an actual like on it. This is just impressive and like the scope of it. This would have taken months, if not longer. If it was, I don't. You'd need a small team to make this. Maybe 6 people. Maybe get this done in like a month or two if they're like really dedicated. But fuck, no, this would have taken a long time to build. I've tried to do stuff like this before, and it's taken a while. Even if you're in creative, that would take maybe a month by yourself. I imagine it was all done in creative.
Avery stops for several long seconds, just taking everything in. The room is a giant cave of green, with strange, unnaturally large trees forming a staircase on the back wall. The floor is covered in a massive field of moss, scattered with the strange trees we saw earlier. Avery slowly heads down the cavern wall, being careful not to take too much damage while maneuvering
Yeah,
his
no,
way to
it's
the
smart.
bottom. He looks around in awe as he explores the chamber, and from closer
Conveniently
up, we
had
can
sand on
see
him
a
for that,
tunnel
though.
right between the massive tree gates. Avery searches around the trees for a few minutes, seemingly mesmerized by the build, and we can see that these gates are made of
Yeah, that's.
trees stacked on trees stacked on trees.
You say tree stacked on trees, but those are. I saw stairs.
Made of
Yeah, I can see. Yeah.
spruce, mud, and oak. But the question here is obvious. What is this place? This kind of terrain, obviously, doesn't
Yeah,
generate
fire
naturally,
base,
so
though.
who made it, and how does it just appear in Avery's world? Well,
Yeah, no, like you said, this would have taken ages to make. There has to be a reason behind
if
it.
there's any answer to that question, it's through this tunnel, because finally, Avery decides to stop sightseeing and heads down the tunnel at the center of the room. Avery walks through the mud brick tunnel, turning to glance behind him every few steps. But of course,
Right.
nothing is there. The world is set to single player. At least, it seems that way. Until this happens.
What is this? What do you mean this happens?
Something is wrong. It's almost impossible to notice, but at the far edge of the tunnel, the first pair of torches have suddenly been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds.
Yeah, no, as he said, yeah, there's no, like, dark spots there, but you can see a dark spot here now.
tunnel, the first pair of torches
He's
have suddenly
right.
been wiped out. Avery stares for a few seconds and continues walking. Another pair of torches is gone.
Yeah, the dark spots keep on growing.
I'm not scared of torches turning off. And then another. I don't know what kind of practical joke this is, but I already heard you in the...
That's pretty cool. That's cool.
I'm not scared of a game.
Why do I hear a heartbeat then? Again, all of this would have taken so long to make. You good? Okay, good. I'm also noticing no
I don't know
mobs
why I
either.
just jumped down.
So, peaceful, maybe?
I wasn't scared.
He hasn't been getting hungry either, so I'm kind of thinking peaceful.
But I felt compelled. I've never felt like that in my life. What is going on here? Things just went from strange to incredibly creepy in a matter of seconds. This doesn't just happen on a normal world, but Avery did say he found this world on a computer he got from a storage locker. So maybe this...
I still think it's kind of strange that he found it on a world, on a computer in a storage locker. Yeah. It was just already on the world. Minecraft was already installed. They said that. So again, why did it look like he was just kind of spawned in that case? If it was already installed, it already had an account on it. Unless he... No, because if he signed it out and signed into a different account, then it shouldn't have the world on there, right?
This is just a world that the old owner of this computer created, and it's just some strange adventure horror map. Case closed. Except it's not, because the video files aren't the only thing in this Google Drive folder. If you remember, there's also this PDF, and opening it, we see this. My exploration into a strange tunnel I found in my Minecraft world. I've been playing this world for a while and just discovered this. This is my documentation of the search. Notably, when I installed Minecraft, this world came pre-created. Always thought that was a little strange.
Yeah, that ain't natural.
I'm not really sure. This seems okay enough, but remember what Avery said earlier. He found this computer in a storage locker with Minecraft installed. Not he installed Minecraft and this world was there. Admittedly, it's a pretty small difference, but still, why the conflicting stories? Something you may have also noticed that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored.
I thought he was doing that himself. I didn't want to comment on it, but yeah, no,
in the
he's
previous
right.
videos, but now he's both hidden his name and...
Wait.
Notice that I can't explain is why Avery's name is now censored. He wasn't censored in the
Is that the same length?
videos, but now
I know that this one's
he's
zoomed
both
in,
hidden
but Is that the same length name? I can't tell.
his name and changed his skin, almost like he's hiding from something. But there's still
Or it's a different
a lot
person?
more of this
Again, that looks different. The length of the name looks different, and yeah, he's got a different skin on.
footage, and if you want to figure out what's happening in this world, why it exists, and what it has to do with Avery, we have to
Down. Let me. That is a different length name. Actually, the chat is smaller in this one, but even then, adjusting for the shrinkage size, I'm pretty sure that is a different length name.
we have to keep watching as Avery runs from whatever it is that's hiding in this world.
Kind of weird for the chat size to suddenly change.
Avery says he has to keep moving, even if he doesn't exactly know why, and the only way to go is down. Avery takes a leap into the giant pool of water
This
before
makes me really want to do some Minecraft custom maps. You know what, guys? Again, I guess vote below if we should do some horror Minecraft maps. I think that would be really interesting.
and swims down
I haven't
into
done
a
any
junction
good
of tunnels.
Minecraft
After
horror
some
maps in a
hesitation,
while.
he burrows himself in the left wall for air before swimming down the left tunnel. He continues to navigate through the dark wall.
It's that, but the one piece of information we know is don't turn left at the crossroads, and that's what you just fucking did. My guy.
Water, the tunnel
Where'd you
getting
get the egg from?
narrower and
Do you always have the
narrower
egg?
with no end in sight. Until it opens into a giant cavernous room with just enough space at the top to get a bit of air. When Avery descends again, we can see tunnel openings
I
sprawling
can't see
across
anything.
the walls.
Oh.
Avery scans around. There's no marker of where to go, just tunnels upon tunnels as far as the eye can see. And then he hears it. The same sound as when the whispers played previously. Avery rushes to dig into the wall.
That's just
the same sound as when the whispers played.
Is that not just a standard Minecraft sound?
The same sound.
Have I not played vanilla Minecraft in so long that I've forgotten what the sounds sound like?
Avery rushes to dig into the wall, and as he blocks himself in, we can hear the whispers again. Quieter, but still there, as if they're passing by him. When the coast is clear, Avery digs out. But now what? He has no choice but to gamble on a tunnel and hope it's correct. He scans the walls again, no obvious sign of which one to pick. So finally,
he rolls
the dice.
Yeah? I really hope it's gonna be like...
And again, after a slight hesitation, Avery goes left.
Don't turn left at the crossroads. At the beginning of the fucking video, you were told not to turn left at the crossroads, and that's all that you've been doing. My guy.
The tunnel continues, getting narrower and narrower and narrower. Until finally...
Whoa, never mind. The sky. At the sky? I can't tell. Oh, it's out here again.
He finds himself in the oasis.
The oasis? Oh, you've
Avery
named the
looks
area,
around
okay.
the room, strangely...
Is that reached all the way up? Hold on. No, that's fog up there.
Strangely almost peaceful.
That's
He's
the
in the
end of the
middle
field
of a
of vision.
square pond, flanked on all sides by the
Render
same
distance, sorry.
uncanny trees. He stares off at the water for a second before towering up and getting a good look around. Nothing but trees as far as the eye can see. For a moment, he pauses.
Why does it look like over here is clearer?
Before something snaps, and he crafts a boat to get to the center of the lake. Without hesitation, he dives down into the tunnel and plugs up the hole. He makes another trip for good measure, plugging it even further. If this thing comes through here again, it has to break that, but I need to explore. He sails back to the edge of the lake. What it can't avoid doing
No, his hunger is there, so he's
is loading the chunk. Avery chops a few trees and crafts a hopper with the spare iron in his inventory. His plan is simple: set a trap for the thing following him. But wait, did I miss something? Because how does he know that something is following him?
Yeah,
Sure, those torches turned off.
just turned off. Could explain that with some real fancy redstone. And I'm saying fancy because we didn't just see them. We didn't just see like the blocks get pushed and pulled. We just saw them disappear. So it's not just like a sticky piston. So
And yeah, we heard those noises before, but
noises could be explained by I don't know. Just whatever mods you might have installed.
there's actually an even stronger piece of evidence I haven't mentioned. Remember when Avery said this? I already heard you in the cave. Well, it took me a second to figure out what exactly he meant, but then I heard this. It's almost impossible
Oh, I
to
heard
make
that.
out, but on a few
No. Those footsteps were delayed. Those were delayed, yeah. I hear that.
It's almost impossible to make out, but on a few separate instances, while Avery was walking in that original cave, he would randomly pause for a second or two, and now we know why. He was listening. Every time he paused, for just a brief moment, you could hear footsteps on the stone behind him.
Yep.
Stopping
Delayed
just
again. Yeah.
a fraction of a second too late to be quiet. But okay, if something is somehow really following Avery in a single-player world, how can he stop it, or at least get it to reveal itself? Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now. Like he said, he needs time to look around and explore this world, but while he's gone, anything can just swim through the hole and replace the blocks to make it look like nothing happened. But
Yeah.
if Avery turns down his render distance and puts items in this hopper, if he then goes far enough away and unloads the chunk, the only way for the hopper to be empty when he returns is if something loaded the chunk while he was gone. And then, whatever was following him would be exposed. The trap is set. Now, it's
Smart
time to
idea.
explore.
Also, turning down the render distance does make it more scary. I feel like that might have been the reason why he did it. Like the content reason.
Avery walks through the trees, avoiding the lake so as to not load the chunk. Every inch of this place looks exactly the same.
just
The
trees.
same gray floor, the same strange trees. Everywhere he looks, there's nothing. Until, just in the corner of the screen, there's a sign. But it's hard to spot, and Avery doesn't seem to see it, and he keeps walking. Then he pauses. Interesting. That's the third sign we've seen so far. What? Where? Third sign? I've only seen this one. But it turns out he's
sign.
Right, going back and re-watching the footage, just barely hidden in the corners of the screen are two other signs Avery crossed earlier in the recording, though he gave no
Interesting. Oh, this
indication
is
at the time that he
good.
noticed them. Avery
Oh, I'm
goes back to
enjoying
all three
this.
signs. All of them are
All
blank,
of them are
so I don't know what to
blank.
make of it, but Avery seems to be satisfied and he explains why. These signs all seem to point to one place. Both of these angled ones point in the same direction. And he's right. If you line up a coordinate grid with the location and rotation of the signs, you get this. So he's right, all of them point a certain way, and if you trace out their intersection, it hits one specific point. He also pulls off this brilliant move, which you rarely see from these protagonists, by turning the difficulty to peaceful because he ran out of food. Absolutely genius. But with that said, he returns to the lake to check on his contraption.
I was
And
gonna.
nothing showed up.
Fucking hell.
Items are still flowing out of the hopper, which would be impossible if anything had loaded the chunk. Avery tells us exactly this. Nothing came through. Not to mention, the blocks are still in the same position Avery placed them to plug the hole. Now that he's shaken off
Putting
whatever
them in
was
a little bit of
following
a
him,
funny
Avery
position would have
sails
helped
back,
with that one as
presumably
well.
to find the intersection points of the signs. But before he does that, he opens up chat and says this. Something is here. What? How? Why is Avery saying that? Why isn't he sending it in chat? What did he see?
He's not.
I don't know if it can hear me. But I'm not taking any chances.
I'm scanning the area. Is it the sand? Was the sand placed in a bit of a funny way? I'm not seeing anything.
The grass block. When Avery left the chunk, he didn't just set one trap for the entity, he set two. Without mentioning anything to us, he placed a grass block next to a block of dirt. In
He's
Minecraft,
right.
grass can't spread if the chunk isn't loaded. The only way that this block is now grass is if something other than Avery loaded this chunk. I'm not scared, but my gut says to keep moving.
And grass can take quite a while to grow as well. It's only one block, but that could still take a bit. It could have been possible for it to grow while it was...
Maybe I am scared.
It could have been possible, but... No, he lowered the chunk. It could be possible if he just didn't realize he was that close to it, but it does seem that he made quite the effort to get as far away from the lake so it doesn't happen. Ooh.
The other sign was pointed head on.
Ooh. Oh, why was it jazz all of a sudden? Hold on. Why is there stone under that one? Why is it beginning to get stone under these? Oh. Mud? Oh, fuck. Why is this going so hard? Oh. Oh.
Avery walks through a tunnel. A tunnel which quickly turns into a maze.
Don't turn left.
And
What is the
slowly-
trick for mazes? Like, turn... Is it turn left? Is it turn left every time? Turn right all the time and you'll find your way out? It's something like that.
But surely, dead end after dead end. Avery navigates through it.
Just trial and error? Yeah. Ooh. Fuck, why is the music going so hard now? Oh my god. from nothing to just...
Avery is clearly smart. Smart enough to set a trap, and smart enough to set a backup. But whatever this thing is that's following him, it's smart too. Smart enough to block up the tunnel it entered from. Smart enough to refill the hopper with items after loading the chunk. Smart enough to hide its presence. This world seems to be guiding Avery. Smart enough to hide its presence.
Okay, no. I thought I saw something over here, but it's just wood that's been broken.
The world seems to be guiding Avery somewhere. The whispers in this tunnel coercing him to enter the cave. The signs pointing to the secret entrance under the tree. Whatever this world is, it's leading Avery. But to what? We don't know. All we do know is that he isn't alone. And finally...
And then he turned left at every single opportunity, which he was told not to.
Avery exits the maze into another giant room with what looks like a cipher
Funny looking keyboard
above a door, with 3 levers right in front of it. Avery stares up at it, says he'll need a pen and paper, and blocks up the tunnel where he came from. The footage ends with him staring up at the code, deep in thought.
Yeah, you're gonna need to decipher that somehow.
From what I can see, the code atop the doorway looks something like this. It doesn't immediately remind me of anything, and plugging it into a cipher decoder gives me no ideas either. Running each of the candidate ciphers just gives gibberish every single time. Whatever this code is, there's unfortunately no way that I, or Avery, can solve it. The second
Not something to do with the keyboard.
half of the footage picks up with 17 minutes
Probably.
of just staring at the wall. And then... he gets it. Okay, I guess it was solvable.
Good
Avery
poem.
says it's a good poem, but doesn't actually reveal what it said, only that it uses cipher stacking, a technique where 2 ciphers are layered one on top of the other to make a code almost undecipherable. How Avery actually solved it with a pen and paper is beyond me, but the puzzle isn't over yet. There's still this gate, which Avery suspects is some sort of combination lock, but instead of a pen and paper, his solution this time is a bit more, how do I put this, efficient.
Just break through the door. You have a pickaxe, just go through the door. Yeah, you have a pick, just go through the door. There's nothing stopping you.
And with that, wait, who's Durlord 3? For the first time in this footage, Avery's sensor bar lingers for just a second too short.
That's what I was saying! Oh my god! I was right! It was a different length name. Holy shit, I actually picked that up! Oh my god! I'm gonna eat a chicken nugget. Tastes like victory.
And we get a glimpse of the name. This isn't Avery's name. This isn't Avery's skin. Maybe the reason that we got 2 different stories about where this world came from is because the player we've been watching this entire time isn't Avery at all.
That would also make sense as to why he doesn't know not to turn left, because he probably hasn't seen the book. What if this is the player beforehand? This is the player before Avery. He's the one that left the note about he's the one that left the book saying don't turn left, because that's all that he has done so far. He's just been turning left at every single crossroad.
But if that's the case, then who is this? The world at the beginning is clearly the same one that Avery was playing on, so what's going on here? If it is Avery on an alt account, why the conflicting stories in the description and the document? And if it's not Avery, then who is this other person, and why are they claiming that this is their world they found? I genuinely just don't know, but the only way to find out is to keep watching, as Durlord walks through the tunnel after the puzzle and finds himself in the village.
Oh. Wait, that's beautiful. Oh my god. That's beautiful. In a Minecraft way. Bamboo on the Wait. Are these nether bricks? I think those are nether bricks. Right? I'm not just seeing things, right? Like, those look... They look too dark to be anything from the surface. Like, look, we have dark oak and spruce right here for reference. I'm pretty sure that's nether brick. Probably doesn't actually mean anything to the story, but I just wanted to point it out. It is, yes. What's in the barrels? Okay, nothing. Town hall of some kind? What I'm getting from this. Checking like the trapdoors is pretty smart, nice. I'm trying to theory craft here, but we haven't really been given too much in this area to go off of, other than this is a giant fountain compared to the houses. Clearly it's the most important thing here. It's massive. It's the size, if not double the size of the largest house that we've seen. Oh. Keep on going down.
It's empty.
You hear
This
that?
village is strange. This village is... It's empty. This village is
Hmm.
strange. It's clearly abandoned if the cobwebs and literal holes in the roof didn't make that obvious, and all the chests and containers have nothing inside of them. There's also an interesting amount of yellow in the carpets, beds, and
That's just
flooring,
because it's
but
a good
wherever
color.
Durlord looks, he can't find anything of interest. No lead on where to go or what to do from here. The fountain and statue in the town center is by far the most eye-catching decoration here, but like we can see, it too
Dig
is
down.
empty. There's no path to take
Dig
from
down
there.
again.
So is this the final area then? The final answer to what's been going on with this world and what's been following him? I'm not sure, and clearly Durlord isn't either, since he keeps looking around for anything out of the ordinary, anything that might give him a clue of where to look next.
You're gonna go check out the actual angel itself. I would say check the largest houses you can find. You know, Minecraft has a zoom function, right? Like, you can zoom in. Oh. Castle? Tower over there. Also, yeah, you don't need to change your FOV. Minecraft has a zoom function. Just press the zoom button. This looks more abandoned than the rest of the place. A church, perhaps? Well, that's just roof. Check inside the tower. There's stairs on the roof that seem to go up to it if you can't get it there from in here. Okay, there's a ladder. Freshly lit candles. Oh my god, this place isn't abandoned. Oh. Yep, makes it get closed. I like the little... I like the drawers that they've made on the bottom. With the sign and button in the item frame. That looks pretty cool. What's in the book?
I hate it here. These idiots are insufferable. They think that devotion will save them. Rest assured, it will not. Not that it will do them any good to believe that anyway. The ones who realized it pretend they didn't. But it doesn't help that there are some of them who truly believe they'll be saved. The king is coming, Maya. If anything, I wager that our king is already here. It's watching me write this. I don't particularly care. I just want this to be done with. The sooner I can leave, the better.
There's still 5 more pages.
He's arrived.
Oh.
I don't know why anyone is surprised to find that out. This is exactly what they were hoping for. I'm going. I'm leaving this here in the rare case someone finds it. If you have found this, I implore you, turn back, disconnect, forget about this world. It's not for you. If you've come here,
that's the smartest idea that I've heard so
I know
far.
you must want to continue onwards.
Although
So
it's
I know that
very
this is a heavy
interesting.
ask, but please do not go any further. For your own good, do not.
Hmm. Yeah. Good job searching under the carpets, but... Oh, yeah, behind the bookshelf. Always a good idea. I would have checked... I would have checked there as well. That also seems like a place where a hidden door could be. Maybe above the chest as well. A lot of pauses. Like, this guy's pausing a lot. Hold on. They have redstone? Kinda sounds like a camera. You're gonna block off the way behind you like you've been doing? Oh, he's at the end? Don't turn left. Don't turn left. Don't do it. Light's gonna switch off. Yeah, he's going left. What's the book that he has on him, then? I feel like this is the guy that had the laptop beforehand. He left the book, and in his inventory is the book that he's going to write Don't Turn Left at the Crossroads. I feel like that's what's going to be happening. Because that's all he's been doing at every single crossroads. This is the third time. He's turned left. He's barely even considered going the other way. That wool or obsidian? Barely even see the light. Just void blocks. There's just nothing there. I don't see any lights anymore. Can't hear any footsteps or anything. Yeah, just Minecraft sounds. Wait. Oh, his inventory just suddenly changed. He's looking back a lot. He's being very cautious. It's just the void now. It is just a void. Oh. Oh ho ho. Golden doors? Oh, yellow. That's bamboo. Yellow does seem to be a very important color to this whole, I don't know, people? Community? Uh, what? The entire screen is just censored? Yeah? Yeah, there's just a giant dick there. Why is the screen censored? Is that why he said don't turn left at the crossroads? Because it leads you to that door? And he's going right now. For the first time, might I add. This looks like a regular cave, yeah. They took away his pickaxe, yeah. And now he's gonna write the book that says don't turn left. Whatever he saw there was so bad, he had to censor it.
Whatever you do at the crossroads, don't turn left. Don't be fooled, it's listening. You can't outsmart it, it's listening to me. It's watching me. It isn't from this world. At the crossroads, don't turn left. 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 And the footage ends. Right there. Durlord was the person who wrote the book in Avery's world. How? It shouldn't even be possible that the tunnel led him back to that mine. Durlord found this world on his computer and
Yeah, no, like, just spatially, that doesn't make sense.
Old laptop in the storage locker.
There was a
and has
decent
been
amount of
playing on
cuts
it
there,
ever
so maybe.
since. But what is this world? What was following Durlord in this footage? And most importantly, what was behind those gates? I didn't put that sensor bar there. That was in the original footage. Whatever is behind that black square was enough to drive probably the smartest protagonist I've ever seen into running for his life. Something that a whole village of people was trying to summon. Something that this entire world has been hiding. A king? What does that even mean? I don't know what to tell you, but I can tell you one thing. The code at the end of the book, now with this footage, we can solve it. Each number corresponds to one slot in Durlord's inventory. 1 here and 36 here. Take the first letter of each item, or whatever number is indicated after the dash. From that, we can get this. Run Avery. It's here. Durlord is giving one last warning, hoping that whatever is following.
No. What? Run Avery, it's here. he left it's specifically at that Avery guy as well. So how would he know that it's in a
following
store
him
unless they're
wouldn't see it.
related in
But
some
how?
way?
How would he possibly know that Avery would find this world? There's no way for him to know who Avery even is. Whatever he saw behind those doors, whatever he knows about this world now, we may never understand. But one thing is certain. Whatever was coming for him is coming for Avery next. This isn't over.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. But 2 hours? Holy shit. That's gonna be I'm gonna set aside like a whole fucking day for that one. I'm gonna set aside a whole day to record that. Oh my god. But yeah, that was very interesting. I need to watch part 2. This was good. And finding a player that doesn't exist? That related in any way, or is that just the kind of theme this guy does with his titles? Oh, very interesting. I called a few of those things, and I'm very proud of myself for that. But yeah, I will head off here. I do hope everyone had fun, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.